You're going to enjoy this. This is a breakdown of a video. You're going to enjoy this. This is a breakdown I did 2 years ago, actually, when I beat Jwall in Madden 22 for about $5,000 in a tournament. Again, this breakdown is literally from 2 years ago, but I think there's a lot of really cool knowledge to learn, and it's just cool to see what things were like back in Madden 22, the very beginning of the year. Enjoy the video. Jwall on offense, he gets the ball first. He's a bunch player. One of the best passers in the world, I think, when he's playing the game all the way through. Like, he is the best passer in the entire world. And he's running a little tight as well. So, yeah, bunch of tight. Pretty meta, honestly. Dumps it down immediately underneath into Derrick Henry, who, big man, big scary guy. He has bulldozer on Derrick Henry. Immediately, I'm like, oh, okay, bulldozer on Big D head. And that's scary because I like to give up the flats and wrap up, right? We talk about that a lot. Kind of bend, don't break, give up the 5 yards, wrap up, first guy, you know, first hat to the ball carrier, wrap up. Derrick Henry's going to be trucking that ball carrier. You see right there, he gets hit, falls forward for about an extra 4, one rush for 7 yards. Now I'm like, oh, this is not ideal. Okay, and Jwall, I think part of his reason for using bulldozer, he knew my defensive strategy going in was to give up those flats, and that's a big way to take advantage of me, give up those flats. So it's a smart move by him, right? I'm, you know, conscious of that, whatever. Throws it underneath again. You see this audible from actual bunch to tight. I don't really mind that audible a ton. I don't think tight's a great formation. It is really good. I don't really mind playing it. I really don't. So going into this game, right, Jwall had basically an entire week to prepare for me. As I did him, but I had to play my first game, 2 Tenacious, right before this. I broke that down in another video. We won that game, right, and that's fully broken down. Again, another Derrick Henry run, take it easy. I mean, just trucking Ed Reed. I mean, Edward, one of the hottest hitting safeties in the league when he played. Does not matter. But, yeah, so this is kind of what Jwall's game plan is, it seems like very early. That's kind of one of the adjustments he made, is that bulldozer, take advantage of it. Me, I'm really just trying to play to my game. I'm really just trying to play and do what I do well. Again, D-Hen, I mean, this has been a frustrating drive already for me. But, like, when you're playing somebody meta, when you're playing somebody who runs the meta, who just runs at the best of their ability, there's a few things you can prepare specifically to attack what they're doing. But really, my focus going into this game was more so I just want to do what I do right. I know I play the game on offense and defense in a bit of a polarizing way. So I just want to do what I do to the best of my ability, right? I'm not worried about what he does. I want to dominate what I do. All right, so he's dropping back right here. We actually play pretty good defense. He gets out with Josh, and that's one of those balls that, or that's one of those tackles that's a fumble a lot of times. So we'll watch right here. Jwall is known for having amazing pocket presence. My blitz will typically come off this edge. Jwall knows this. He also sees this opening, so he's going to take off right up here. And we're actually going to get that hit. That's a fumbly ball right there. Like, that's something. When quarterbacks get hit in the open field on all Madden, that comes loose a lot. All right, but that's a little frustrating for me. Is what it is. 3rd and 3 now. I changed up my zone drops a little bit. Here's a chance for me to get off the field, though. He's been dumping down to his flats a lot, so I kind of moved. I moved my zone drops to 30 and 10 actually to try to predict that he's gonna go a little bit deeper. We'll see what he ends up doing right here with the 3rd and 3, because 3rd and 3 is kind of a shot down at times too, because if you don't get it, it's just 4th and 3. We'll see. Ends up going. We actually take away. Yes. Frustrating. That was one of the best user plays I've ever seen, by the way. So I know my flats are at 30 and 10. I just did that because I wanted to double Mabel. So we're gonna have these three dudes rushing. He's gonna be in a 10-yard. He's gonna be in a 10-yard. 30 yards flat. 30-yard flat. Deep half. He's in a hook curl. Now, 3rd and 3, he could throw underneath, right? And I see D. Henry on this out route. So immediately my user, Diablo, we're shooting out there. We're shooting. And now he could have thrown it early, I guess. Now if he throws it, there's a good chance this gets picked. I guess he could lob it, right? But, I mean, pretty much this read's taken away. We have this hook curl, taking away this curl. And this crosser is going to get played by this 30-yard flat. Now, I see the delay fade coming. Look at my user right here. I see the delay fade coming. I'm there. We animate on it. We have the ball right here. And we drop it. I don't get a bad timing ball hawk or anything. We just drop the user pick. And now I feel like that's 2 different balls where I feel like one time we've hit Josh Allen in the open field. We just dropped a user pick on an awesome user play. And I feel like I've gotten 2 stops against one of the best offensive players in the world. And I'm a little frustrated. 4th and 3, though. We have a chance to get off the field right here, so you kind of have to have that short memory, right? Which is something I struggle with at times. I know consciously, I know I need to. It's just I'm a pretty emotional player. You guys, if you ever watch me actually play, especially competitively, I'm pretty emotional. Right here, going underneath, he is able to hit that Derrick Henry for a gain of 5. He only needed a 3. It's just a good play call. I mean, that route combo is so hard to stop. Can we just take a look at this, right? He's able to pull out my flat zone with this flat route, and then look, my users just has to pick between these two, and it's a matter of me trying to bait it. I try to go back, can't get it. And I mean, we hit him as soon as he catches it, but it's a gain of 5 regardless. Frustrating for me, but it is what it is, right? New set of downs for him. Like I said, I'm happy my defense. Again, like, Jake is one of the best players in the world, and we're making him work. I feel like I've even forced 2 possible turnovers, just making him have to work. Again, great wrap-up right there. That's fine. We give it the 4. He's 4 for 5 for 26. I mean, it's a hard way to live, and I try to live with the philosophy of I want my opponents to have to go, 8, 9, 10 plays each and every drive, and realistically, you need to score 21 points to beat me. That's my mindset. You need to score 21 points to beat me, so that's 3 times you need to go 8, 9, 10 play drives and get 7 each time. All right, so that's really how I think about it, and it's kind of shaping up like that right here. Great defense. Ends up getting it underneath my 10-yard curl flat. I wish LT could play that, but he just doesn't. Good read by him. I'm not really too upset with my defense. That's kind of what that lets up right there. No set of downs. You see the flip, guys? He's flipping back and forth. I don't believe in flipping when people flip. The reason being, it's too slow on defense. It freezes your adjustments. You don't get your stuff off. I don't flip on defense with people. It's just not worth it. That's what they want you to do. I'm fine not doing it, right? Again, he's going to take off with Josh Allen. This time, the ball comes out, baby! And we get immediately downed, I guess. So right here, he tries to slide. I don't know exactly how he accidentally dives. That's a hold X thing right there. He did fumble. This should have been my ball a couple of times already, so I really don't feel bad that he accidentally dove, right? I already lurked him this drive. Only thing I'm really frustrated about is that I have the ball at my own 19 when I lurked him, it should be at the 30 or so, and he got more and more plays to figure out my defense a little bit more, which a player like Jwall, I want him to have as few plays on offense as possible in terms of, well, I want him to have to work as hard as possible, but I need to get off the field when we get off the field, because the more and more plays he does have against my defense, the better he's going to figure it out, right? And I don't want to do that. I play in a polarizing way that you really can't recreate until we actually play each other. So, I mean, as much as it does, like, make up for it that I already got a stop, then I end up getting the stop, it doesn't matter. Like, it just isn't. It isn't. Just because he gets more and more plays. So, a little run play right here just to see if he could shoot the run. I was surprised. I thought he'd be able to shoot the gap pretty well. He doesn't. I'm like, okay, sure. Now, I noticed something that last play right there, too, that I'm going to take advantage of here in a second. We'll watch on this drive. Well, check this out. Watch, when he audibles from 335 normal to 335 wide, look at this middle linebacker. See how he automatically goes out? That only happens on cover 4. In 335 wide, that only happens on cover 4, that his middle linebacker goes out. So I take note of that. I'm like, okay, that means he just called cover 4, right? So now I just ran the ball, got 5 yards, and I know what coverage he just came out in. So he's probably going to do that for a good amount of this drive. 2nd and 5. I still have no idea, right, if he can contain me. That's a big thing with our offense, right? I want to see people are capable of containing. Again, check this out. Check this out right here. We're going to skip it back just 10 seconds. We'll watch this again. Watch what happens when the audible from 335 normal to 335 wide, which is meta. See, he goes out. That's a cover 4 tell. That only happens in cover 4. And I see this. I know that. I'm like, okay, sure. Let's see. So we're going to do a little flipperooski. I love the flips. And now we're going for the cover 4 bomb, right? Watch right here. And, I mean, I'm right. This ends up being... Actually, he ended up adjusting a lot out of cover 4. But regardless, the bomb was wide open. I don't know what happened on his end. The play call he chose was cover 4. I don't know really what happened with the coverage, because that bomb's open against cover 4. Just not like that usually. But regardless, like, it was a good play call. I knew what coverage shell he immediately came out of. And I believe he just didn't get all of his adjustments off is what happened. And that happens a lot when you're flipping on offense. So, I mean, feeling good, though, right? We got to stop. Run the 25-yard line. We're in field goal range now. I know how important points are, but I know how important a freaking touchdown is. He doesn't contain me here. There's no contain. That's how I want to play. Right now, we're just going to push with Vic. Go up the sideline. Able to get a scamper for about 13. One rush for 13. And again, remember, that's how we beat Two Tenacious, really pushing that edge with Vic. And if these guys don't want to contain us, we're just going to push. And I'm happy with that, right? I don't need to put the ball in the air if I can just take it off with Vic and just make things easy for myself. Again, boot over, like, no contain here, so we're just going to push. No reason to do anything stupid, and bang! Michael Vick in there. And, I mean, I really didn't have to work this drive at all. One of the easiest drives I've had, I really had, we had the bomb, and then just 2 Michael Vick runs to the sideline. I'm like, okay, like, I felt awesome on defense, and that was a great drive on offense. Feeling good. He's all the way over to tight. Again, so my game plan for tight is whenever I play compressed formations, I like to baseline press against compressed formations. And we're going to have just literally a cover 4 shell, right? We have 10-yard curl flat, so this guy's going out in a curl flat. He's going out in a curl flat, and then we just have a cover 4 shell here. That does a decent job of containing these formations pretty well, right? You're going to see, like, the crossers bagged. We just have to use her that. And, I mean, it's a good thought. 3-man rush gets there. Teddy Hendricks right there. And, I mean, again, like, That's how I like defending these compressed formations, is if I'm not blitzing, it's just a baseline press cover 4 drop type look. And I mean, literally, it's as simple as this, right? And he max pro'd this, thinking that I was going to upset a blitz. I didn't. Good job, Teddy Hendricks, getting off this block right here. And I mean, it's just literally me just needing a user. This is a delay fade, but it didn't get released. Boom, I feel good. We got a nice sack. Loss of 5, too. Typically, Jwall doesn't take sacks for more than a couple yard loss. Loss of 5 puts him at second and 15. I'm like, all right. Jwall flipperooskiing left to right. Gonna have that bunch of the short side. I have a cross man right here on Randy Moss. Just kind of a little change of adjustment and a great wrap up right here. Second and 15 turns into a 3rd and 12. I'm happy with that, man. Good wrap ups. Another small thing I do a lot is check this out, right? I actually have my auto flip off here, and I always have my slot corner to the wide side against bunch. So these guys who want to flip all the time, which Jwall does fall into that category, I'm just going to have my slot to the wide side because typically that's how these bunch guys want to do it, right? They want to start out short side, have your slot corner misaligned, and then flip over here. And I'm just gonna prepare for the flip early, right? And you'll see me do that throughout this entire game. I have a man up on this outside receiver thing. He might run verticals. He doesn't. And he just has a good laser, right? I predicted verticals on that play call. Ended up being Z spot. Just a good play call from Jwall. Good dot. Can't really be upset about that. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the opponent, right? It's like, oh, good lays, dude. Good lays. What are we doing here? Yeah, he's flipping again. And I'm not going to flip with him. I refuse to flip with people. And you even see, like, typically my deep zone shell is just 2 deep halves, right? Let's see if I show my... All right, so this time we actually go with the cover 4 on this side look to help take away verticals if he calls it. And we have a deep half on this side of cover 2. So really this turns into a cover 6. Setting 5 right here. Our blitz doesn't come in. That does a little late, actually. Jeez, all right. He has to scramble. Great pocket by Jwall, dude. So this is kind of an example of, like, just that next-level pocket. We end up squirting through right here with Aaron Donald, forcing him up the pocket. And everything's really bagged right here, right? He can't really throw this. He could throw this, but he doesn't know if my user's going to come down at any point. Jwall doing a really good job just taking off up the middle. Again, risky right there because Aaron Donald dang near gets him from behind, but ends up not. So he gets a cool gain of 9. But I'm feeling awesome on defense, dude. I mean, again, I'm going to keep on preaching it, guys. Even after the patch that happened the other day, did not affect our defense literally at all. I think we have the best defense in Madden. It's not really close. Good read by him. Kind of blown adjustment. Derrick Henry picks up a cool 9. That's fine. He's 8 for 9 with 70. And mind you, he's 8 for 9 with 70 yards with one of those plays being like a 25-yard dot. So besides that, his yards per attempt is like 5. It's not much, which I'm like, oh, man, I feel freaking dandy about. Actually come out in the wrong defense right there. If you make a mistake, especially in a big play, in a big game like this, you actually come out in the wrong defense or, have the wrong adjustments, just call it TO, right? Call a timeout, not a Terrell Owens, just because you just can't risk it, right? Jwall's too good to risk something like that against. And Jwall's going to start calling a lot of verticals. Ends up hitting this Derrick Henry underneath again for a gain of 5, gain of 6, actually. I'm okay with that, though. Like, we talk about this. I have preached it forever. That's fine. Beat me by scoring 3 touchdowns, doing that all game. I just don't think he will. Because eventually you're going to get inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, and it's hard to move down there, dude. And not only that, dude, these dudes really don't like taking advantage of that consistently. They'll end up changing the play calls and put themselves in a bad spot. We get a lucky shoot right here, man. Absolutely. 2nd and 4. Jwall ends up going with this little inside zone right here, and we end up diving straight through and tripping up Derrick Henry and put him at 3rd and 7. So now I'm like, okay, this is big down. Big opportunity here, boys. To the left side here. What are my adjustments on defense? Yep, we end up manning up the out. Or no, we did not. Put him in a flat. Good tackle. Derrick Henry, though. And that's just the advantage. I mean, he's throwing that same ball. That's the advantage of bulldozer on Derrick Henry, right? Because this is the ball I want to give up, right? Boom. Wrap up right here. We have hat on hat. Gain of about 3 right here if we tackle. Maybe 4 or 5. Boom. Truck. Next guy just misses. Ends up picking up the first down by literally a hair. And instead of, a 4th and short, it's a first down. Chains keep on moving. Frustrating for me, but I mean, you can't. There's only so much you can do. I feel like in my situation, like I can't there's no way for me to tackle him. I have to live with that and hope my men can wrap up, right? Good little check down to the verticals route, that wheel route to the short side. Jwall likes that a lot, I know, and he's able to hit that right there for a quick little 9.5. 2nd and inches. This is a part of the field, though, it's hard to pass. And I'm fine. He worked all the way down here. It was a hard drive. It's not like he just worked his way down here with ease. It was a hard drive. Now he has to work hard here. 2nd and inches. Got to audible to this tight formation. I'm expecting kind of the running back wheel along with the possible run play. We end up trying to shoot the gap. We can't. Derrick Henry gets taken down for a first down to the 8. This is 1st and goal from the 8. It's a hard spot, right? I'm okay here. I'm adjusting some of my zone drops. There's a couple plays I'm sort of expecting. Really afraid of the tight end wheel, the halfback wheel, and then the play dig return from bunch. That's really what I'm super expecting, along with just a couple run plays here from Jwall. Let's see what he ends up doing. And you can even see me in the bottom left right here, really like kind of thinking about what do I want my zone drops to be. Bunch left side, Josh Allen at the helm, D-Hen off the hip. The audible's over to this. I wasn't totally sure what this was. I thought it was a run play, and I was right. We just missed the gap shoot, and he gets in. Frustrating by me. You kind of assume when you go to something like this, it's probably going to be a run of some sort. And I try to go to shoot this gap. I just mess it up. And Derrick Henry, it wasn't really any type of run stick by him. He was just trucking to without really looking. But it didn't really matter. It was a wide open goal. Easy touchdown for him. We get a drive, though, with 42 left. And so you got to think 42 seconds, one timeout. He hasn't played any defense. Again, no contain right here. So we're able to break contain, able to hit that little baby dot on the left sideline. That's going to be a gain of 10 right there. Again, that's a boot over drag getting 10 yards, guys. Like, that thing is freaking good. And I was under-impressed by what's happening on defense here. I was really expecting to honestly have to really work, and it hasn't happened yet. It just hasn't happened at all yet. You see, we're setting up the nuke right here, be on this deep post. We've thrown this a lot this tournament. He ends up using it pretty well. I actually had Y. I got a little too greedy, and yeah, I don't know what happened with his adjustments here because he messed up pretty bad. This is not something I was expecting. Y gets open deep, but immediately you see me rolling out a little premature, trying to get ready to throw this post over here. And that's just something where I see it. I need to sit in the pocket a little bit better. I had RB too. We got positive yardage though, but just kind of an overly conservative play when I definitely had a possible touchdown, possible deep bomb, possible wheel route for 20. And it's a little frustrating, but I like to play wild, but I also like to make sure, in situations where I have the upper hand, I'm not going to, sometimes I play a little too conservative, which is what it is. You see, Bazooka is activated, which is a big deal for our offense because we do like to really launch that puppy downfield sometimes. And we're going for the same nuke, right? This time, I'm looking for Y for a second. I see it's not there. We're going to immediately roll out, break contains, have nothing, end up taking like a 7-yard sack like an idiot. I tried throwing that ball away way too late. And now, well, honestly, if the play before could have been a 20-yard gain, this really just kind of, we're just back where we started on this drive. Second 16, we just get done with the flip. He's trying to get his defense adjusted correctly. So we flip once. Now we're going to flip back. Already have the bomb set up. He's changing his defense right now. We're looking to get this bad boy off as soon as possible. Michael Vick going to be rolling out. And we're going to have nothing except the delay fade. So we're going to throw that. We're going to let 61 get in ahead of us. Try to break off of his block. Get a good game. We're going to call our TO. 45-yard line. We need about 20 or so to get into field goal range. 3rd and 3. So we really gained a lot back. Just really nothing in bounds here. We can't afford anything to be in bounds. So we kind of have to adjust our play calling a little bit. What I would do in this situation, I like the idea of running with Michael Vick to the sideline, pushing the edge and getting out of bounds. Obviously, we have the crosser. We have the nuke. We have a lot of different plays at our disposal here. Just nothing in bounds that we can do. And you see, we're actually going to go for this deep corner route on the right sideline. We're going to roll out to the right, have nothing, but we have X. So we're going to throw X a little late, try to pick up some extra yardage. Boom. On the 9 seconds left at the 41, we need like 1, 2, 3 yards. But again, nothing in bounds. Boot over is going to be the play call here. And again, we just have to get out of bounds. We have to. The play, really, 9 seconds is enough to get any play off and get out of bounds on, right? I'm not too pressed about the actual play clock during the play. If we just have nothing in bounds, flipping left to right, trying to get the snap off. And again, no contain by him here. So we're just going to push, push, push. If we see Vic, there's no one coming to get him. We're going to be able to get out of bounds. 4 seconds left. We're going to be able to kick an easy field goal now from the 36 and be able to extend our lead 10-7. Getting ball at half against one of the best players in the world. Bazooka's still activated. Just note that Bazooka's still activated. A little motion right to left. I don't do this too often, but I thought he was going to send this corner off that left sideline. So we end up pushing him out just in case. We had the delay fade. We could have thrown the delay fade. Just threw it away. Didn't want to keep on pushing the edge. Honestly, I got a conservative play it there. I could have sat in the pot or sat in the sideline a little bit and tried to really force it, but it's fine. Throw it away. 2nd and 10. That's fine, dude. It's 3-down territory or 4-down territory, so I don't mind that. Again, though, you always see this is such a big thing. Any compressed formation, just flipping the formation puts people in such a bad spot. And we're going for a player here that I want to just do a little bit of a kind of constraint play. This is meant for a pocket pass, where, we have the snag route right here sitting. We're going to have this post where we can hit over the middle or on the sideline, and then a high-low on this right sideline as well. I like this play a lot. And so we're just going to sit in the pocket here for a second. No contain. Again, we had RB, and watch this. We have RB laser beam. Laser beam. Bang! Missed these 2 idiots. No thank you. Try to get up the sideline. Whoo! And that looks like a wild throw, but think about this. I have roaming Deadeye on, so I can make every throw across my body. That does not matter. I know that, right? And I end up getting flushed out of the pocket because I see this guy coming. I think he's about to glitch off the edge. So I'm trying to take off, right? Because I see these sheds. I'm just trying to get out. I see RB at this point, and I'm like, okay, if I throw RB right here, he's probably going to catch it around right here and not be able to keep his feet in bounds. So I need to let him set on the sideline for a second. So we're not able to do this. I catch it, and we're going to be able to get up the sideline now, which looks like a crazy, wild play. The chat freaking loved it. By the way, guys, if you don't watch me on Twitch, I stream basically every other day right now. So please check out my Twitch. The link in the top of the description. But just an absolute lazy bean that was, which looks like a wild play. That's such a frustrating play for someone to see happen to them, which, again, I want to play the game in a polarizing way. I want people to be frustrated, mad, angry playing me because, honestly, it makes it easier for me. 5-4 left on the play clock. Just a little run play. Another kind of constraint play. You know, the offense revolves around pushing the edges on boot over and bombing with boot over, with Michael Vick and Randy Moss deep. But if you have a couple of these constraint plays, it really does frustrate people, really does kind of keep people have to be super honest with how they're playing defense. And, you know, if I'm able to get 9 yards on an inside zone, dude, that makes my life easier than boot over. And I didn't think anything could be easier than that. You see, he's going back. He just went from dollar over to 55 wide, and he is in that cover 4. He saw that middle linebacker go out, you know, for a second. And mind you, I see this, right? Boom. He all went to a cover 4 play because the middle linebacker automatically went over. It's just an alignment tell. So I noticed that. I'm like, okay, sure. I don't think I go for a bomb right here. I think actually, yeah, I'm curious if he could, 2nd and 1, I'm curious if he could shoot this gap right here. So I end up just kind of using 2nd and 1 as almost like a filler play, just to see if he could shoot it. Able to cut that back, but it was halfway decent, right? I'm like, okay, yeah. And I don't mind. 2nd and 1s you could really use as a play around down, right? It's like you can go for a shot on that down, right? A bomb's cool because just throw it away if it's not there and it's 3rd and 1. You can try to, you can really see something about the defense. If there's a route combo you think might work, might manipulate a zone, you could try that. Or in that instance, I want to do a run play. Right here, though, you guys see, I'm going to try setting up this bomb and actually mess up the setup. So we just go with the run play. I wanted to flip it, which is fine. The run, again, another gain of 8 on this run. 4 rushes for 23. I feel good. And again, I'm underwhelmed. I thought he'd be able to shoot the gaps on these runs. I thought he'd be containing me on defense. And it just hasn't happened yet, which is weird. Right here, I know he's not in cover 4 because that middle linebacker did not do the tell. I go, okay, that's fine. Right? Cool. And 2nd and 3, I think we might just run this ball again. Just kind of force him to... Yeah, try. I think we just run this inside zone to force him to see if he can he shoot this run, which there he does. I go, okay, cool. You're able to shoot the run. That's fine. Remember, it was 2nd and 3. Now it's just 3rd and 4. We have 2 downs to get 4 yards. I feel awesome on offense. That's fine. That's fine. 3rd and 4, boot over. No contain right here. He was in dollar, and I mean, his user is just not where it needs to be. We have Y wide open. And right here, guys, in dollar, these dudes cannot contain us in dollar. They just cannot. This guy will not contain us. This guy will not contain us. So we're just going to push, 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 push. His user, we could have actually probably taken off for the first, but Y's open. I know that, so we're just going to secure, catch that bad boy on the left sideline. Gain all the way down to the 2-yard line. Now we need to punch this bad boy in, which just can be a little troubling and challenging to get into the end zone. But 7 here puts us up 2 possessions with about 7 minutes to go in the game, which means, I mean, it's a great spot to be in, right? We got setting up our Deuce Close audibles. Going to actually put in Darren Waller into the gun bunch tight end here to look for an audible down. You see Darren Waller here at B, and we got audible down to Deuce Close right here, trying to really just punch this rock in. 0-1 trap is the call. We're going to see if we're able to push it in. Cordell Patterson gets blown up for a loss of 1. 2nd to go from the 3 now, which that's, I don't like that. I wouldn't mind not getting in, but I don't like that, right? Not getting a yard. It's like, okay, well, it's a little scary. We got audible back down to the stretch now. It looks like we're going to go to. I should have wound down this clock a little bit more, but really I'm just trying to get it off. Here we go, pushing aside, and he gets a crazy warp tackle right here, man. And so I'm counting numbers with the stretch, right? We have numbers to the left because look, the slot corner's on the right, so he's 1, 2, 3. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So obviously we're going to run to the side with 4. And look at this. Boom. Just gets right through when we had a touch. I'm like, oh, that's not great, right? 3rd and goal. We hurry up. We want to push the tempo. He's feeling confident on defense. So we're like, okay, let's go. Push, push, push. We audible down to Deuce Close. And then we're going to re-audible up to PA boot over. This, I know, is going to screw his defense. And now we're trying to snap this ball as fast as we can and push the edge with Vic. We have the edge right here. We're going to push, push, push. Vickens running. Vickens going. Vickens giving it everything we have. And right here, guys, this is a risky, freaking risky dive. But I'm not going to win this game getting 3, right? I need to get into the end zone right here. Vickens able to push it. One of the best plays in MCS has to be. And we take a 10-point lead. Jwall being who he is, I know that stopping him is going to be pretty hard, but we've been playing pretty good defense. I want this drive to take a long time. Instead, he's able to rip off 20 yards right off the bat. Cool gain of 18 right there. Now he's 12 for 13 with 111. So he's averaging about 10 a completion, but really, I mean, that was a 20-yard gain right there. He has another 20-yard gain. It's besides, a couple balls, it's really been dinkin' dunkin' for him. So I feel fine, right? I feel fine. I've allowed 48 yards of rushing, and Randy Moss has been targeted twice, so is what it is. I just want this drive to take a while, right? Because I know for a fact I'm going to get the ball back, so I just need to play defense right here. Vertical's a play call again. Hits Derrick Henry. Gets a lot right here, and my defense kind of, for the first time in this game, he's kind of moving almost at will on me, right? Which is frustrating. I can't allow that. Do not want that to happen literally at all. And he's going to, this time, just an amazing play by him. We'll check this out, man. Great play. He has this opening right here, so I think he's about to take off up the middle. I'm using this wheel on the left sideline, and this looks covered right here, right? This is his crosser in bunch verticals. It looks covered, and so most people would take off right here and just get this 10 yards. He knows it's going to get open, so he goes horizontally and throws it on the run right here, and he has the laser, dude. Props to him. Great catch by, who is that, Jerry Rice, I think that is? 80? Who's 80? Is that Jerry Rice? Yeah, Jerry Rice. And he's at the 1 yard line, just like that. I mean, the drive I just put together, a few plays prior, he basically cancels out damn near before the end of the third even, which I think that's kind of my goal at this point in the game. Is like, okay, at least make him take a play here and just get this into a fourth. Because once the fourth happens, dude, there's so much pressure on you because you just see that clock crumbling away. So that's really what I'm trying to do is just at least get a stop on this play, force him to go into the fourth quarter, down 10. It's just a huge difference in philosophies and how you feel. A little run play right here, going for the shoot. He ends up scoring. Good run play. That's twice he's ran it, twice he's been able to get it, and it's my ball up 3 again. Looking back, obviously, if you could say that, hey, I'm up 3 in the third, fourth quarter, and I have ball against Jwall, I'd say, oh my God, I'm in a great spot, right? Like, it is a great spot. But at the same time, the amount of pressure that's on you right here is that if I get stopped this drive, it's like Jwall's winning the game. That's how you feel. Right? If I get stopped right here, I have blown everything, and Jwall is going to win this game. Now, see, he's in cover 4 again, that middle linebacker. I tried that run play, see if I can get something going easy. I don't. So we go back to this constraint play. Sends nobody. Had Y, I guess, right here. But, again, he didn't really send anybody, so we're going to be able to kind of scramble out and have to actually throw this one away. Got hit as I threw, so just fell to the ground. I'm 6 for 8 for 150. Think about the difference there, right? He has 12 completions for 111 or so. I have 6 completions for 150. We launch the freaking rock, right? We launch it. This is what I like to do. All right, nothing to it. I just like to launch the freaking. I like to launch a pigskin. All right, Flipperooski left to right. Love boot over. See, check this out. Look at his user. We can get that. Look what I see immediately. This is one of the things that happens when you flip. Is that you're able to get people off their user. He's trying to make adjustments. I snap it as he makes an adjustment. He's now on a D-end. Now, mind you, it's a 93 speed D-end or something, but D-ends can't animate on anything, so he's using the crosser, but he can't animate on that. Able to throw it. Easy completion. That's such a relief right there on a third down because, again, if he uses perfectly and the play's bagged, that's a fourth down. I have to decide, do I punt, give him the ball back, do I go for it, right? Right there's such a relieving feeling to get down the field. Basically, in field goal range right here, too, right? About 4, 5, 6 yards away. So it's just awesome. Bazooki is activated on Mikal Vick. A great feeling, dude. I feel like that's going to be frustrating for him. So what do? I say he's mad. All right, bro, let's go for the freaking nuke on the 43-yard line. I'm probably not expecting that. So he's a little behind with his user. Oh, baby, we launch it. Bang! Woo! And we'll see exactly why this play happens, too. Look at his user. First steps are down. You can't. The user's too slow this year. You can't. Your first steps can't be down. Then he even goes horizontal a little bit, able to just put it over him just a tad, and it's an absolute laze beam. It feels awesome because just like that, we're back in a 10-point lead. So he canceled out my drive. I cancel out his drive. We're up 10. 4:30 left of the game. I need this drive to take some time. Verticals right there. We got to do a better job defending verticals. He's really ran that pretty much the entire second half. We have to do a better job defending verticals. But again, you see that? I've left up that same play open over and over again. And he goes to a different play, which I want him to get. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that play's killing me, but he's not even going to keep on attacking that play consistently. He audibles over to something else. I'm like, okay, I'm happy with this. I want you to audible. You see the baseline cover 4 press. We're going to use the crosser. And I'm frustrated this crosser is even a throwable ball. Like, I'm using it the entire way. That's a super tough throw. Not able to make it, thankfully. I literally used the crosser the entire play. But it's just a wasted play by him, right? When I've been leaving open the same route consistently throughout this game, and he goes away from it for no reason. And I'm pretty vocal about what I think about defensively. You know, I want someone to kill me with the same route. Show me you're willing to throw it consistently. Back over to Bunch. He's now bunched to the left side. My defense is messed up here. Really bad messed up. And whoo! The overthrow. Now, a lot of people say this is a cheat. Watch this. I spend 2 AP, or 4 AP total. I have an under pressure right here, and I have an under pressure right here. Look who activates. This under pressure activates right here on this throw. That's why I have not gotten under pressure yet this game. That's why I spend the AP, and it's a bailout chem. That's what they are. It's no different than Acrobat, you know, getting a wild diving pick. This is a bailout chem right here. And it's an overthrow on a big, big ball. Big, big, big ball. And I mean, that's why I spent AP for. A lot of people say under pressure is ass. I mean, it just saved me on defense right there, right? So, I mean, you could say it's ass if you want to. I think in terms of defensive abilities this year, there's no great ones. So it's like, why not give yourself a couple fluke chems, right? People throw acrobats everywhere to get fluke diving picks. Let me get some fluke under pressures. Throws the wheel again, this time a little bit faster. Able to get a good 12 on it. Again, I can't defend that. But if he's going to keep on throwing balls in bounds, that's not the worst thing in the world for me, though. What I need to do is, you see, I actually end up manning this guy up to take it away. And that's the adjustment I need to make. He's at... Oh, just a great play, dude. Look at this. So, I mean, this is a chess match. And, like, this guy, my middle linebacker, is now manned up to 84, trying to take away the quick wheel, which he actually could have thrown still. I'm using this crosser, but look at Jwall. His pocket present, he's going to go up right here. And as he's going up, I'm coming down to go make the play on him. He sees that, then launches the crosser. I'm trying to get Charles to play this. Charles, a little too slow to get it. Just a great play. I mean, what do you want me to say, you know? Great play by Jwall. Great play by Jake. And did he get out of bounds right there too, I believe? I think he did. No, I'm not. No, he did not. Clock running, 3.5 left, going down. I need to make this right here, this stand. I need to hold him to 3. I just need this stand to take a long time, too. That's what I'm thinking a lot right now. Boom. Great defensive pressure. Teddy Hendricks comes through, and we played ultra aggressive. Watch right here. I actually don't have a deep zone. I do not have a deep zone anywhere on this field. We send the 5-man. Teddy, we're able to get this pressure right here. And there's no deep zones on this field, right? This hook curl is guarding both this hitch and this post. This is taking away the wheel. I'm kind of going over there with my user, too. He could have snap thrown this, I guess. Bagged, and we sent a 5-man because I don't think he's going to have the time to. And, yeah, ends up taking a sack. Clock keeps running, and now he's 4 yards back. This is huge for me. He has 3 timeouts, so, I mean, the clock's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, like, that clock dripping is huge for me. Second and 14, he's going to be flipping the bunch right here. Again, taking off more and more time. That play clock now under 10. Game clock's at 2:50. Going to snap this ball. Looking for the quick wheel. Whoo! That was scary, dude. That was scary. And the reason I say that is, so check this out. I have my fear monger right here. I have a freaking fear monger activated now. So again, under pressure activates right here on the fear monger. That's why this ball is inaccurate. That's what fear mongers do. But I also have acrobat right here. That's a possible. This is a possible diving pick. Doesn't matter though. 3rd and 14 from the 15. That's a pretty tough spot to be in for Jake to be able to score a touchdown. I know this, so I'm setting my zone drops literally at 15 yards. I just need to take away a touchdown here. Man, these fearmongers, I think they do pretty good when they get activated, right? I mean, you saw the under pressure right there. That's why that ball is inaccurate. I mean, it's doing exactly what my game plan was for. That's exactly what I wanted to play. I have my D tackle with a 3-rec right here. I'm going to play pretty coverage, trying to get this edge rush to come free. We're sending 3. But yeah, literally just trying to get this 3-rec to be able to bag a little bit. You see the 3 actually bags the wheel. Check this out. Check this out. My 3-rec actually bags this halfback seam wheel. Watch Aaron Donald go over there. Awesome. He actually could have forced that. He doesn't. Tries to take off with Josh Allen. And he should have just thrown it away, honestly, because now more clock is dripping. He's got to kick 3. And it's going to be our ball. 1st and 10 right here, boys. Up 7. 2 minutes left. I need about 2 or 3 first downs or just points to win this game. 1st and 10, though. Biggest drive of my life, man. Biggest freaking drive of my life. Whew. Making some hot routes right here. We're going for the nuke. And a lot of people would say, oh, Kenny, that's such a stupid play call here. But he has to play so aggressive. I want to just take advantage of his aggressiveness and go deep, right? His user has to play aggressive. He sends a blitz. And we actually had it, dude. He clicked down and missed the dive tackle. We actually had that bomb. Throw it away. I don't mind playing aggressive, dude. I feel like I make my living playing aggressive, playing in a polarizing way. I don't hate that play call. I don't want to play the game not to lose. I want to play the game to win. I want to win the game. 'Cause I know if I score 7 this drive, that means I win too, right? As much as milking the clock means I win, scoring 7 also means I win this game. So that's just a fact of matter. I don't like playing the game not to lose. I like playing the game to win. I end up pushing this guy out. I'm afraid of him sending another blitz. So we end up doing this. Rolling out, rolling out, rolling out. We have X right here. Oh, and I just missed my read, dude. I missed the read. And he gets a pick out of bounds. I talk about this a lot in my videos. That ball really doesn't get picked off, like, inbounds ever. Because, just because of the angle. Look at where he catches it. They just don't animate on this correctly and like get their toe drag. Defenders just don't. I talk about it in all my videos and streams. That's pretty consistent. But I'm just missing a big read right there, which is probably one of the first times this entire tournament where I've kind of just went blind on offense and been a little stupid. 3rd and 10. I'm trying to do a little flip. I'm going to flip back right here. Trying to get the first down, man. It's frustrating, man. I feel like that second down was an easy way for me to extend this drive to get a first down. Instead, now I'm on a 3rd and 10. A little boot over action, sends the blitz, trying to roll out. I get hit immediately. Oh, man. 4th and 21. And we're going to go for it. So the thinking behind going for it here is that on the 17, if I don't get it, he has to score a touchdown from the 17-yard line, and he can't milk it, which means I get a game-winning drive. I'll get the ball back with probably about a minute left, right, on a game-winning drive. Worst case scenario, he ties it up if I don't get this. Whereas if I punt, he could take the rest of the game and tie it up and go to OT. So I'm guaranteeing myself either a first down here or a chance to have the ball back in a game-winning drive, which is really what I'm thinking here. 4th and 21. Ha, man. It's scary. He pauses the game to get more time to think on defense. You see he's actually literally waiting for it right here. He's going through his freaking noggin right now, trying to figure out what to do against me on this 4th and 21, what my play call might be. It's a good... On defense, you're not sure. Pause the game. Just pause, right? Give yourself time to think. You have 30 seconds right there. Just pause it. Baseline press dollar. Using that high weak safety. I flip once. I'm gonna flip right back here. We're going for the nuke again. It's either first down or bust is what I'm thinking of this, right? So of course we're just gonna go for the nuke. I'm okay with not getting it, right? We're gonna be able to roll out Michael Vick. Everything's bagged, dude. We have the delay fade. We launch the delay fade. And for the first time in a tournament game, dude, like, all of this, I mean, you guys have seen all of my tournament games at this point. This has to be one of the first times that I feel like I've gotten, like, ridiculously lucky. And, yeah, I get extremely lucky against Jwall here. I don't like this part of the game. That obviously should not be caught. It obviously shouldn't, right? Obviously, it should never be caught. You can even see the game being really bad. Look where he gets clicked on to. His user's here. His user's chin. He goes to click on, and he actually gets clicked on to here, to Charles Woodson. Makes no sense. And then I'm able to pick up the first down, too, somehow. I mean, I don't know what to say about it. I got really lucky. Thank you. If I don't get that, mind you, I still have a game-winning drive. He'd only stopped me at... That'd been his first stop of the game. I still feel really confident that with 3 timeouts, I still am able to go down. He has to score touchdowns still, mind you, which he has struggled to do. And I get the ball back with a chance to go get 3 points. I feel really good about still winning this game, even if that doesn't happen. But obviously, that's terrible, right? Obviously, it's really bad. 1st and 10. He has 1 timeout, or 2 timeouts left, 1 timeout gone. We are literally just going to run the ball a couple of times, try to be able to fit something for a quick, little, easy first down. First run, able to kind of squirt for about 2 yards. Good fight from Cordell. He burns a TO. Looking to try to pick up our first down, baby. 2nd and 8. And again, dude, I feel awful. I don't like winning games like that. I mean, like I said, like, I dropped the user lurk on the first drive. So, I mean, I felt like I got cheated there to keep his drive alive. And right here, I mean, I end up getting a cheat to keep my drive alive. But still, like, I just wish that stuff didn't happen in Madden as a whole. 2nd and 8. Need a first down really to win this one. And we are going to be able to get Cordell Patterson to cut out. That's an awesome run stick thing. And ladies and gentlemen, we win this game, dude. One of the biggest wins. That's just secured our spot into the final 16. One of the hardest tournaments in Madden, literally ever. One of the best tournament runs in Madden continues on. We've beaten multiple belt winners now. We've beaten runner-ups. We've beaten people with over 6 figures in earnings. And everything we do right here is on our YouTube channel, guys. It's us doing this shit together. Everything I do is on civil.gg. I don't hide shit from anybody. I stream my shit. I'm here with you guys. This tournament success is our tournament success right here. And so this secured us in the final 16.